Hey everyone, this is Ben Probus. Today I'm going to show you some amazing master-made violins that are household names in the violin world. First off, we'll start with this bow right here. This bow and violin are sold separately, but I have to use them in combination in order to produce sound. So this bow right here is a separate listing or auction. This bow is a FN Voirin A Paris, and it's got a certificate with it as well of authenticity. And the shop that I took it to, other than my own shop, had one in stock, and the next shop used to have one as well. And it is the most amazing feeling bow I think I've ever held in my hand. So strong, the wood is just amazing, and there she is. She is just an amazing bow. Now this bow belonged to my cousin Hoot Hester. And Hoot Hester also owned this fiddle I'm about to show you too, this violin. Hoot is one of the world's most known commercial fiddle players. He was staff on the Grand Ole Opry for 13 years as a staff musician. To get that spot, it's insane. And he played on a lot of huge Billboard country hits in the 1980s. And also, he was the staff musician for country music show Nashville Now, which was a huge hit show for many years, over a decade. He used to play for Mel Tillis, Jerry Reed, just Ray Charles, all kinds of big names. Okay, so this violin that I'm going to show you in combination with this bow, which they're not sold together. Here we go. This is a tag that Hoot wrote on here while he was dying, unfortunately. He passed away of colon cancer in 2016. I'm his cousin on one side of the family. On the other side of the family, he's my great uncle, and I'm helping sell his instruments for my aunt, his widow. But this violin right here, Hoot purchased from my dad many years ago. This is a 1700s, a real 1700s with appraisal, 1700s violin by Johann Ficker, Johann Christian Ficker. And so the violin's somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 years old, okay? So it has been here for however many wars, and it is in pretty good shape to have been existent that long. A lot of time I get 18th century violins in, and they're just almost turning to dust. But this baby right here is just doing well. Has a one-piece back, flamed, a little flame to it. I love the patina, if you see all that patina on it. The only thing that I can see, it has a grafted scroll, which is awesome. Good graft. The only thing that I can see is a little, I don't know what you would call it, abrasion, but it's so common on fiddles, being roughed house and case a little bit. That's nothing. It's just a really cheap fix at your violin shop. And it's just great old Martin Kirchen style of work, which is Repside Klingenthal. 18th century, like I said. Beautiful F-holes. The arching is awesome. And it is a great sounding violin. Now I'm going to play it in combination. So you have two rare name brand. What I mean by name brand is if you're in the violin world, you've heard of both of these names, no doubt. You should have, anyway. So I'm going to play them together, and we're going to produce some great sounds for you. Okay, so here's what the violin sounds like. I'm going to give you a little of the violin. Remember, these are sold separately, but I have to use them in combination, to produce a sound on a violin. So just noodle around for you. So what I'm going to tell you about what I just played is, this bow is like butter. It's like your whole life you drove a Hyundai, and then all of a sudden you get behind a Rolls Royce or something. That's what this bow feels like. It's insane. Such a skinny, thin stick, and it's just so powerful and strong, and it's like butter. When you play, it's like cutting butter with a knife. Now this violin right here, oh my goodness, so silky smooth. The press on it's so easy, and it's powerful, and it just has that old rich tone. I don't care what these people trying to antique violins and stuff, There's something missing, and it's just the element of age that a 300-year-old instrument that you can't get out of a 100-year-old instrument, or a newer violin that they stick in the oven, they try to season it, they let the woods cure. Doesn't, I mean, I've owned like 3,000 violins, and you just don't, you can't reproduce it. I'm just telling you. They'll claim to do, but you can't. This is it right here. 300 years old, thereabouts. 1700s. I'll play you a little more, okay? Got this FM Voirin bow, sold separately. Here we go. So smooth. So there's something just so sweet. You just can't reproduce that. I don't know if y'all can listen. Now, nobody's really played this violin for many years because Hoot's, well, he's been gone for 3. So I just got new rosin on the strings, and so if you hear a little squeak, it's not the violin. It's just needs more rosin. But anyhow, this is it. I'll try to get really close where you can look at the detail. Oh yeah, y'all want to see that graph, don't you? Now here's the Sartor, FN Voirin, just as well known. His fetch just about the same as the Sartori. Yeah. Now this is the one that says A Paris. That's the one you want. Y'all do a little research on those bows, and they're just astronomically proclaimed. They're just like, that's what you want. So anyways, guys, if you want to reach out to me here on the internet, go ahead. Thank you very much. God bless everybody.